Okay. Are these is this security camera footage or that's gotta be what's happening, right? I would imagine anyways. She's out in the rain. Got it, got it. Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do, you know? Let's see. I'll be able to explore the apartment whenever the pick interface option appears. Option was never a word in this sentence. I made that up. It's not real. It was fiction. Investigate and exploration, examine, and of course, wander. Up and down. Not really any reason to use the mouse then, huh? Okay, let's investigate the door. The door closed behind you, and looking at it now, you realize there's a keyhole on this side as well, as if the door locks from both directions. Odd. A flat print of a chaotic drip painting. You'd read about this one in art history class. Required humanities credit and a fun one, even if not relevant to what your degree goals have been. But even without it, you would have known a Jackson Pollock anywhere. The print was slightly off color, but the anger and chaos still ran through. That was a fun class, even if it was my last. Fair. Okay. I guess I'm good to explore. Let's see, I have options. I guess we'll just go in order, yeah. It doesn't make sense not to. All right, we'll check out the couch. Coils of cushion wrapped like intestines. You had slept behind the library last night, and that was probably more comfortable than this couch. Yikes. I don't like the idea of guts as a seat. Yeah, me either. Now, let's call into question this picture. A large, looming photo of a smile. You couldn't see the smile at first, but after looking past the swirls of red, the teeth felt pointy, almost like a smile of blood. Oh, that is a weird thing to have. But then again, the couches are weird. They're not even really identifiable as couches, really, you know? Let's check out this table. A a glass coffee table with a beverage ready to pour. It's a fancy looking French label with a sticky spot where a price tag had just been removed. There's also some sort of spray bottle for some reason. Okay, that's a little weird. All right, well, let's check out the dining room. This room seems a lot more normal, at least. An old oil painting titled Lazarus and the Rich Man. The part of the painting with Lazarus on it has been folded under the frame, leaving only the rich man. Ignoring the warning, huh? Long table of solid wood, set with placements. Dust has settled on the chairs, clearly unused in a long time. All right, well, the bathroom.
Ah, the bathroom. But of course.
I see one of these rooms is going to have something not good. A small laundry hamper overflowing with dirty clothes. The crumpled dress pants look like they would have covered your rent last month before you lost everything. Think about taking them, but who would I even sell them to? Stupid. A large mirror with the water spots on it. You look more tired and older in it than you had the last time you had a mirror. Every day you get a little more tired, a little more worn, a little dirtier and rougher. The debt to rejoin society kept slipping further and further away. I can't catch up. Tragic. A raised sink. You take a long drink from the tap, the water cold and crisp. All right, let's check the closet, I guess. Clothes, but what are those bottles? A closet full of gas canisters and jackets. Canisters are unlabeled and the jackets cover such a variety of styles. It's shocking they're owned by one person. Interesting. All right, how's the bed? A box lays open on the bed, its contents flung across the covers. Tiny plastic ID cards. I wonder if they're fake. Maybe the tenant sells them? Maybe that's how they're afforded this big, fancy apartment. Creepy. I'm gonna agree. Honestly, this is where I would turn around and leave. Because it doesn't matter if it's not raining in the house. A pile of ID, and then not only that, but then all the jackets in various styles smells like someone's a murderer. Did I look at the desk? Hold on. A desk with a laptop. The screen is on. When you lift the lid, you see it's unlocked. Email drafts. His inbox is open to a draft. Sender and recipient have the same last name. Hey, Dad, I just feel like you don't respect me. I know I ask for money, but you don't get the market these days. It's crazy. They only want to hire people to check off some bullshit agenda, not people with real talent and drive like me. I have drive, and you're an ass for saying I don't at Christmas. You're supposed to help your children, not. It ends. In the draft folder, you see dozens like this that start similarly. Ah, mostly filled with spam and purchasing emails, all from different vendors. The only one that's been opened seems to be an order for over-the-counter hallucinogens. Outgoing box is mostly empty, most recent one being dated to a few weeks ago. Dad, it was good to see you both over the holidays. I hope you enjoy the golfing book. It came highly recommended. Okay. That just leaves the balcony. One of the few areas of the apartment that look used, not performative. A creature's perch to look for his next meal. Looking at the edge felt like fighting the urge to yawn. You feel dizzy and itchy and scared and yearning all at once. That creeping bone deep exhaustion that never abates. Just as you are starting to exhale in here, the unmistakable sound of a key turning in a lock rings through the apartment like a death toll. You rush to go look at the door, frozen for a second on where to go, backing up away from it instinctively, finding yourself in the living room. Shit, shit. Oh my. Ooh, I can save. Rush into the closet. Thank you. This is gnarly. So, just through here? Oh, that's fair. Should be the priority. Funny how that works. Come in, come in. Take a seat. This is one of my favorites, I swear. The emotions behind the piece just jump off the page. It's like you can feel life flowing through the paint. I completely agree. It's like it's inviting you in. Can I see the painting? I want to see life. There is a contract, agreed to terms to see, and then have a drink with me. But she didn't want to show any neck. It was dangerous then, and it's not like now. I just want a drink. A life. Is that too much to ask? It's about respect. And I want life to go, with or without it. You are breaking my heart as being. I will rip it to shreds then. I won't drink it. Oh, well, if I'm given the option to save, run away, the presence of the monster overwhelms you, and you shove past him before either of you get a moment to think. You turn to the hallway and see a long tunnel with a doomed end. Spinning around dizzyingly, you duck under the monster's arm again and sprint towards the only fresh air you can taste. The glass of the balcony shines with freedom. It's there. Don't stop the way out. The only way out. There is a painting, Judith slaying Holofernes, and depicts violence. Violence is so often polished by art, cleaned up, made symbolic or sexual or delicate. This painting is not that. It is dark, awkward, and private. The blood is barely visible. Whole corners of black shadow crowd in around the figures committing the slaying. You're not worried about posing or symbolism. They are using what power they have to accomplish their goal. The artist, Artemisia Gentileschi, painted this after she was assaulted by someone. Hundreds of years later, this is what she is most known for: the cruel, violent irony. To be remembered only for the worst thing to ever happen to you. I see. Well, ending one was certainly depressing. We shall skip the credits for now. Get the fight back, obviously. The monster leers, the scent of blood and bile choking the small space. The flash of metal in his hand distracts you as your heart hammers. You have only one option as a cornered animal. You think wildly of a rabbit screaming and thrashing as it's being held by the as it's being held by the impassive beast hunting it. A mouth of teeth like the knife. A mouth of teeth like the knife looming between you two. You won't win, but you have to fight. There was an artist born in 1907, a rising star of her time, who was in a terrible accident at age 18, on top of other health issues that affected her for the rest of her life. She shined within her self portraits, bright and stark, unflinching in the raw portrayal of her pain and struggle, and she worked to gain notoriety and health in her body. When described as a surrealist, she said no. This is my reality. She sold very few paintings in her life, did few commissioned work, and had her first gallery in 1953, only a year before she passed in 1954. Her name, Rita Kahlo, and her painting El Sueño La Cama just broke records in 2025 and sold at auction for just under $55 million. I see. We'll skip yet again, and we go into the closet calmly. Yes, no gas canisters knocked over this time. Thank you. This rain is gnarly. So where is the peace? Just through here? Oh yeah, that's fair. You just arrived, so hanging your coat up should be the priority. Oh, Pollock. I just read this crazy thing about his wife, Lee Krasner. Heard of? No? Yeah, most haven't. But she's part of the reason he became famous after he died. Funny how that works. Love to meet someone who likes art as much as I do. I'm so glad you replied to my ad. Yes, well, it's one of my favorite pieces. And it looks like a nice quality print. Does it come with a frame? Yes, of course it does. Go ahead and take a seat. We can talk about terms. Terms? I figured I would. You know, buy the painting and go, no? This is art. Half the fun is the conversation. Come on. I figured you wanted to talk about the piece since you love it so much. Right. I do love it. Can't wait to get home and put it up. So maybe you can go grab it? Here. I just opened a bottle of red before I left the apartment. It's perfectly decanted. Have a glass, I insist. No, I'm okay. Do you have the painting or not? Yes, Madam X, right? Funny choice, I have to say. Funny? Oh, you mean all the drama surrounding it when it was painted? I have the original version, you know. The picture on the ad doesn't show that, but it's the true version. The artist's true vision. What? That's crazy. That doesn't exist. So it's just like what? Pervy fan art then? Showing her scandalous shoulder? This is stupid. I should just go. It's not scandalous. It's the artist's vision. And it's just some wine. Don't be so rude. I'm just trying to talk to you about this stupid painting you said you liked. I'm trying here. It's not about it being scandalous. You didn't agree to it. It's about respect. And no, I'm not having any fucking wine. Well, that's a hell of a thing to witness, huh? The door is locked on both sides. You're trapped. You need to find the keys. Oh shit. Oh no. Shit. Hallway? Bedroom? Where? Alright, well, we're going to save tableside. Nothing here felt like it belonged to a human. He lived here, but it was like all the objects were set up like a movie set to make him seem as normal as possible. It reeked of performative bullshit. No keys. Let's see. You never saw him set down the keys in here, and you don't want to risk leaving evidence of your presence by snooping around too much. Yeah, that's fair. Well, you were in the closet, and he didn't go in there. Bedroom? The desk, of course. The keys are here. You rush forward to grab them and bump the laptop that's open and comes to life. At first, you ignore it, but the familiar image of the gas canister from the closet jumps out at you. It's an email receipt. The box says, delete email, confirm? Fuck no, idiot. You have the keys. Your hand freezes on the handle as if it's electrically locked your muscles. You become painfully aware of the unconscious woman on the ground behind you down the long hallway. Your back is to her. Adrenaline floods your body as you work up the choice. Do you leave without her? Or do you turn and help her? Ew. Oh boy. All right. Here's some endings. I can see it. I can smell it. Well, obviously, we're going to help the guest. There's a quiet painting, one where the faces are so real and the cloth so delicate, it almost be a photo. In it, some merchant women are helping wake up some women of the cult of Dionysus who had been partying the night before and fallen asleep in public. To be discovered by the early risers the next day as they set up stalls. The women of Amphisia, as the painting is called, help the vulnerable, sleepy girls and feed them, care for them, and deliver them home safely. They had worried for them, for the world is full of monsters, and maybe you can't fight the monsters. Maybe you can't win. But if you can make sure even one more girl makes it home safely today, it's worth it to do what you can. Okay, that's ending 4. Probably one more ending. Run away. And there was a famous statue called the Thinker, created by Auguste Rodin. During his life, he had a creative partner, and sometimes a lover, Camille Claudel. Her mother detested her for not being born a man. Her brother was jealous of her artistic genius. Her father supported her efforts until his timely death. Struggling with public pushback on her art and cut off from her father's inheritance, she received some help from Rodin. But this quickly twisted to him stealing her ideas and taking credits for her work. Her mother and brother, embarrassed at her outcries of theft and plagiarism, had her committed for insanity. One of her last sculptures, the Chatterboxes, was created to show, in her words, platonic female intimacy, not as an excuse to display a breast or hip for the onlooker, but as women actually experience it. He died in asylum and eventually was interred in the communal grave, unmarked and anonymous. Ending 2. Let's look at the credits, I think. Well, I think I got all the endings. I think. I could be wrong. And if I am wrong, please correct me. This game was made by Blue Rose 404. I've played one of their other games, Say Goodbye to Your Balls, which is also an awesome game. And if you haven't checked out the video, feel free to head that way. Or even better, you can go to their itch.io page and check it out from there. Big recommend both this game and that game. This game was made for the RPG Maker horror game Jam 16 Haunted Penthouse. It was a collaboration between Blue Rose and Broody Gaming, uh, who is someone that I have not played any of their games, and they look interesting, and perhaps I will check them out at some point. Anyway, once again, I friggin' love the artistic direction of it. There's something about the color palette that just is like, ah man, it's just a chef's kiss. That's all I can say. Love the game. Can't wait to see more from you. And thanks for watching. Have a good day. Goodbye. The unmistakable, unbreakable, spinning around dizzingly, spinning around dizzyingly, spinning around dizzingly, spinning around dizzing, yeah, dizzyingly, Dizzy Ingvald, Bill Ingvald. What are they talking about? Spinning around dizzying. Why the fuck? Spinning around dizzyingly, dizzyingly, dizzyingly. 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 That's all, folks.